Herbivore. Herbivore. Yo, how are we doing? Is my music a bit loud? Let's turn that down a little touch. How are we doing, guys? Thanks for joining me. Let's get comfy. Alex, anytime I cook broccoli, I always eat the leaves before raw. I love them random. The thumbnail made me say it. A reminder on see you then. Thank you for joining if you're indeed in or on. And yeah, we all love a bit of broccoli. Vegemite Codbod, Private Codbod. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good old Aslan is here with his usual greeting. Good old Robert Pacino. Good old Andre. General Andre, I should say, impromptu Tuesday stream. Heck yeah. And some angry henches. Yeah, I thought I'd come on for an hour. And then at 4 p.m. GMT, so an hour's time, I've got a new video dropping. I'm hoping it might do quite well. I think it's going to be some of that evergreen content. It's a kind of updated vegan guide, basically a nutrition guide. So I'm hoping they'll get a few shares and whatnot. So I thought I'll post that straight after the stream, get a bit of view velocity straight out the gate. Victoria is in the hizzy. Good to see you again. And Samia Bokta, are you new to the stream? And are you in Australia? Or are you just a fan of kangaroos and hibiscus and peace signs? Emmanuel, good to see you, lovely. Andre, who are some of your favourite vegan YouTubers you love? I'm not asking you to play favourites, but are there any channels that you watch every single vid and get excited when they have new content? No, not really. Not for a while. I think after 9 years, I've got a bit bored of vegan YouTube. You know, I watch some of the fitness or health channels to kind of stay up to date with how, you know, the state of the science and to see what the competitors are up to. But no, I don't really get hard for vegan content anymore. Yeah, I think maybe I've just been at it too long and there's nothing really sort of new. For the longest time, I was really into the content creator channels. To be honest, I've got bored of those now. And really, the only thing I really watch on YouTube is Minecraft videos, believe it or not. Yeah. Joe Blow, love you, big fella. Love you too. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining. Thanks for the love. Bludge 108, yo Henchy. I think you're new to the chat. Are you? Where are you, Bludge? And how's the vegan scene there? And how's it going? And thanks for joining. G'day, Nellie's here. Hey. Emmanuel, if you eat raw kale or broccoli, would the sulforaphane be formed in the stomach? Yes. Yes, it would, because it's heat that destroys the, is it glucoraph? No, it's myrosinase is the enzyme. And heat destroys that. But yeah, so that would make sulforaphane in the stomach. You're dead right. For those who don't know, sulforaphane is a real liver enzyme boosting compound. It's actually an insecticide. That's the kind of job it does. But in humans, it is actually very cancer protective. So yeah, very good question there. Louise J in the hizzy, good to see you. Andre, I get bored of vegan YouTube too, but I have a few channels I watch every single vid, mostly because I like their personality. What channels do you guys all like? Maybe I need some new inspo. Bludge, UK, nice. I pop on now and again and lurk. Whereabouts in the UK? So I'm in Norwich. You may know that already. Where in the UK are you? How's the vegan scene there? And how's the vegan lifestyle treating you? How are you feeling? Shuggy. Hi, Sir Hench. Long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Andre, you said Minecraft. Do you have Jollycraft yet? If you play on Java, you might get it from jollycraft.com from the Minecraft marketplace if you play the Windows 10 version. I guess I play the Windows 10 version. Is that the latest Windows? I guess I do. Tell me about it. I don't really understand about... I don't really understand what it is that you're telling me, if I'm honest. I just play on my own. I've not downloaded... I've not gone on anyone else's server or... Can you download like different worlds and stuff? Like, how does it work? Do you have to buy them? Like, yeah, let me know. I'll be interested to find out. Vegan Mooncat. Subscribe to General Mooncat. He's the best one. Hello, back from the gym. And also took the doggies for a decent walk. Look at that. Look at that. He's fit AF. Winning. Hashtag winning. Alex, I'm in Bristol. Bristol's amazing for vegans. I've been there 3 times for the camp out. Veg Fest. We have so many vegan markets, lots of cakes and curries. Yeah, you're very lucky. Bristol rocks. Bristol, Brighton, Norwich are my favourite vegan cities by far. Andre, ever do vegan Minecraft playthrough? I do it with my kiddos. Lots of bread and mushrooms too. No, I think I got onto the Ender Dragon before. I don't know if I killed him or not, but this time around I'm just taking it really slow, to be honest, and just sort of having fun. Emmanuel, I mainly watch, I think, Ed, Joey Armstrong, Physicians Committee, and of course yourself. Thank you. Yeah, I like PCRM. Oh, it's a texture pack. Changes the way Minecraft looks. So Mooncat hooked me up with, I guess it's a texture pack. The water looks like actual water in there, and the rain looks amazing. Mooncat, does would that be a texture pack? And does it slow down the game at all? Would you know? If I get too far out, there's a lot of slowdown now, and I'm not sure whether it's it used to be like that or not. Coco Minecraft is awesome. Yes, you're right. Lolly's in the hizzy. Good to see you. Joanne Jackson. Hi, all, having a green tea and a vegan coconut macaroon. Oh, they are so tasty. Shaggy, doing well, Hench, eating my bowl of pasta with tofu, nut, red cabbage, carrots after doing a push and pull day. Wow. Was that like upper body? What did I do? Pull today. I had a week out of training, and I came back and I thought, I'll probably feel weak. I was so strong today. I was so strong. It was brilliant. Zachary, what brand of cat food do you buy? It's Benevo. Yeah, BENEVO. Obviously, it's a complete food. Like, that's very important. And for anyone who doesn't know, according to the science, either complete vegan cat foods do just as well as a standard cat food, or better in terms of health outcome. The latest, largest ever study found it to be better in like 5 different ways. Obesity risk, kidney, liver disease, like a couple of other things. Apparently, no study has ever shown a detriment to complete vegan pet food. So the point is, you're not giving them salad to eat, you're giving them food specifically formulated, pardon me, for carnivores. So, yeah, no reason not to. Nelly, Hench, I quit drinking years ago, and yesterday I had 2 IPA beers. I'm paying for it now. Why am I throwing up and can't keep anything down? It was only 2 beers, because your body is used to healthy stuff now. Alcohol is a weak poison. Intoxication, toxic. Like it is a poison, and the cleaner you get, you know, the minute you fall off the bandwagon, like the worse it hurts you, which I quite like because it makes me not want to like go wrong, and so I'm going to be a lot healthier. That would be my guess. Dave's in the hizzy. Thanks for joining. How are you? Minka, I'm feeling great, especially since I quit my new job. That's the ticket. Wind Waker, hello. I made it earlier today. Yeah, good to see you. Emmanuel, do you eat hazelnuts? No, they're the one nut that I don't eat. I'm actually allergic to them. They just make my throat feel really like itchy and irritated. I used to have the same problem with almonds, but happily now, since going vegan, almonds are fine. Lolly, mean cat, what? You quit your job, how come? Because of the jacket potato. What's the jacket potato? It sounds like, I don't know, Friends, where someone what's his name? It's been so long since I've watched it. It was the guy, Ross. Someone ate his sandwich or whatever. Was that the thing?
My sandwich!
With the moist maker. Andre, would you rather know the date or the manner of your death? You can't say neither. That's a false dichotomy. Oh. No idea. Probably manner if I had to choose one.
Excuse my interruptions. Hello. Good day, everybody.
What a horrible question.
If you knew the manner, say you knew it's heart disease, you could do something about it.
Ah, yeah. I'm already doing it.
Oh, yeah. How's everyone doing today?
You're see-free.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing about me. I'm see-through.
It's because you didn't eat no meat.
Oh, no. I'm wasting away.
Wind Waker, Paul, I can't find the study about phytate/lectins actually being healthy. Can you tell me how to find them, or do you have a link maybe? Oh, I just, no, I didn't have any links. I would just get on PubMed and type phytates and health outcome or, yeah, stuff like that. Alex, dried fruit is literally a candy. My mum got a dehydrator. I can't spell, but dried strawberry and oranges are the best ever. Random. Oh, you dehydrator. You can't spell, right? I get you. Yeah, I've never had dried oranges. Dried strawberries are amazing. Yeah. Pietro. Fun fact: alcohol is the 4th macronutrient, 7 calories per gram. Very true. Still poison though. Yeah, exactly. Slim Octane. Is it important to take B12? If yes, how much do you have to take per day? If you become deficient in B12, you're risking paralysis, dementia, death. It's pretty darned important. So under age 65, you need at least 50 micrograms per day, or you can take what's called like a bolus dose, where you take one large dose once a week, for which you want 2,500 micrograms. That's actually the way I do it. Over age 65, you must take at least 1,000 micrograms per day, because we stop producing so much of a compound called intrinsic factor, and that's very important. So yeah, that's the sciencey bit. Oh yeah, Lolly, yeah. Yeah, I remember the post now. Yeah, I'm surprised I forgot about that. Consistency Queen, hi to you. Head's waiting on co-workers to start week. Emmanuel, I am 6 feet tall, precisely. Nice, mean cat. So, yeah, what's everyone up to today? What have you got to tell me? What have you got to look forward to? What's coming up? Me and Gemma are going to start doing more vegan festivals. We're going to develop a talk that we can do together. And, yeah, so we're looking for more festivals to attend. So let us know if there's any festivals around. Sebastian, hola. How you doing, brother? Davy, saw your post earlier. Do you listen to metal? If so, any playlist recommendations? Oh, so you're following me on the gram. Thanks for that. So no, actually, is the answer to that. And what it is that my basically Gemma's closest friend from school, she went vegan after chat with me and Gemma. And do you know the clothing brand Anti-Carnist? That's basically her. And that's one of her T-shirts, which she kindly gave to me. So yeah, I just like the design. So sorry I can't help you out with playlist recommendations. Dave just put an offer down on his first flat. Congrats. This is a round of applause. Very cool. Emmanuel, my driving test in 3 weeks, and I'm going to apply to university to be a dietitian. Very good. That is a noble profession, if ever I saw one. And good luck with your driving test. How's it all going? You feeling confident? Sim Octane, that's a cool name. Thanks for answering. It would be nice to see you hang out with other popular vegan YouTubers for dinner or workouts. Yeah, I'd love to. Done some degree of collabs. Yeah. Not much opportunities sort of come up at the minute. Or hopefully now that the COVID things calm down, we can start doing a bit more of that kind of thing. That would be great. Who would be your top choices for me to hang out with and do a collabo vid, guys? Vegan Mooncat. Wind Waker, guys. I just watched Earthing and Joey and others roasting me. It's hilarious. If you're videos, check out if you haven't. Yeah, good to know. Sebastian, you listen to EDM, don't you, Paul? Yes. Check out Flume when you get a chance. Okay, I will. I'll write that down. Flume. I mostly keep listening to Skrillex on repeat, but I mean, that's getting a bit old now. Manuel's feeling good about her driving test. Nice. Ben Clark, starting my PT course on Saturday. Another noble profession. I never thought that I would stop being a PT or a nutritionist. They're such fulfilling jobs. They're so fulfilling. But, you know, I just found that because I can reach so many more people on YouTube, like that became, you know, more fulfilling for me. So I had to quit, man. Consistency Queen, do you know what happened to Vegan Gains channel? I believe that he was on his second strike. So if he got a third strike, he would have lost his channel. So my understanding is that he's put all his videos to private while one of those strikes comes off, which should be in the next few days. And then I believe he's going to put all his videos back up. Sim, a workout challenge of you, Simnet and Turner versus Sverridge. That would be good, wouldn't it? Versus Sverridge, Tofano, and Meat of the Matter. Michael Jackson in the hizzy. What up? How you doing, brother? If I forget to say again, and I did say at the start, so sorry if I'm boring you, but I've got a video going live at 4. It's a complete beginner's guide to vegan nutrition. So I'm hoping it may do well. I'm hoping you guys might watch it or at least play it in another window so that algorithm thinks you're enjoying it. And maybe give it a share. I think it's a really good resource. It's pretty succinct. I think it's about 13 minutes long, and it's basically how to be vegan, you know, and not F up, and, you know, how to be healthy, how to build muscle, how to burn fat, you know, all the things. Yeah, I'm hoping you guys might watch it or share it out amongst friends, like maybe with people who, you know, would benefit from it, or just share it on your social media in general. I would be highly appreciative. I basically need 1 or 2 videos to go a bit more viral so that, you know, we can help grow the vegan thing. And also, like, we need to make a few more sales in all honesty. We keep sort of scraping through, but we need to be a bit more comfortable. So I think if people see that, they may be likely to buy like courses or books off of us. So please, when I post it at 4, please can you watch and or share? I'd be highly appreciated. I spent 2 solid days working on it. It's pretty info dense, and I like to think I've done a good job of it in terms of like the sound and visual quality. And then I've put lots of like B-roll and stuff to tart it up a bit. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. Mooncat, I drank green tea again today after years, and it still tasted like dishwater. I love green tea. I find it really refreshing. Do you leave the tea bag in too long, Mooncat? So my the brand I've got at the minute, 2 minutes, and then you need to hoik them out there, or they get really bitter. Angharad, lovely Sergeant Angharad is here. Hello everyone from my mam, Fudge and I, and the beautiful use of emojis as usual, as we've come to expect from young Angharad. Shuggy. To be fair, Vegan Games was one of the first people to do this with veganism, so can't wait for him to be back. Lolly sounds like a great vid, will be useful to share, so I'll pass it on. Thank you, I really appreciate you. Dave, definitely watching that, very much needed video, thank you. Mooncat's going to give it a share. I love you guys, thank you very much, I really appreciate you. Sebastian, I started to ditch agave and syrup in my oat, starting to use blended dates with water, thanks to you, good man. Looking for a substitute for when I need liquid sugar to make things like cooking sauces. Date syrup, just dates whizzed up with water basically. Dragon Fist, for iodine, should I eat vegan sushi or buy a supplement? If you're not suffering with a thyroid disorder, for my money, I think seaweed's the best way to go because it's a whole food. You're getting like a whole matrix of different healthy plant nutrients, many of which you're probably not getting if you're not eating seaweed. So, you know, daily you need at least 150 micrograms of iodine. So, for instance, if you're just eating sushi, you would need like a couple of whole sushi rolls worth, like the whole sheet of nori. People would, the problem with seaweed is apparently the iodine can vary like 6-fold. Like you could get far too much or far too little potentially. So what I do personally is I mix the different types around and I eat different types every day. But for a thyroid sufferer, you really need a constant level of iodine coming in for your thyroid health. So dietitians nowadays recommend to stick to a supplement rather than risking like crazy up and down serum levels. Consistency Queen, is coconut oil healthy for dogs? I don't know. I mean, they are facultative omnivores. Guys, tell me, do you hear? I've never like actually had a dog as a companion animal. Do dogs suffer from heart disease or no, or stroke or you know, any sort of cardiovascular disease? Do you know? My initial understanding, and I just know what I heard. My initial understanding was that like carnivorous animals. I mean, dogs aren't actual carnivores, but they do seem to be facultative omnivores. I heard that they can eat as much fat, trans fats, and cholesterol as they like, and when they metabolize it in such high amounts, they'd never get heart disease. More recently, I did hear that that's not necessarily the case, and if they're eating like a normal amount of animals, of flesh, they don't get heart disease. But like coconut oil is pure fat. It's like 98% saturates, and I heard like it is possible for a carnivorous, even a true carnivore, to get like a cat to get heart disease if they're eating enough like processed junk, which is what coconut oil basically is. So I don't know is the answer, and my feeling is I probably wouldn't risk it. But yeah, do you guys have any perspective? Have you heard of dogs getting like heart issues? Let me know. Oh. Alex, good way to make curry without coconut milk. I know what to replace it with, or is it coconut milk? I assume it's really unhealthy. Yeah, I wouldn't eat coconut. I wouldn't use coconut milk or oil or yogurt, anything like that personally, or cream. Cashew cream, just cashews and water will do the job. Emmanuel, I think you said her when you read my comment. I'm a guy, just to let you know. So sorry, yeah, in the UK, or as far as I know, like Emmanuel tends to be a female's name, although I think the spelling is normally slightly different. I'm not sure. So you're a guy. So sorry. I will try and remember that. It's difficult for me because we have so many people in the chat. But yeah, just remind me if I do it again. But I will try not to call you a lady, sir. Sorry about that. Whereabouts are you, Emmanuel? Whereabouts in the world? I'm interested. Alex, dogs get cancer often. That sucks. Lolly, I've heard of people giving dogs coconut oil, meant to be good for their coat. I wouldn't give it to mine because I know how bad it is for us, but no idea. Mooncat, we were told to give our dog coconut oil by the vet, but I'm not sure if it's needed. Interesting. Ben Clark, thoughts on vegan games being cancelled? I'm happy to say the least. Well, I've got some bad news for you. I don't believe he's cancelled. I think he'll be back within the next couple of days or so. My understanding is that he was on his second strike, so he took his content down so he couldn't get a third strike and get his channel cancelled. And so one of the strikes soon will be up, and then he'll be able to put his videos live again. At least that's my understanding. I'm not his mum, so I could be wrong. Yes, dogs' arteries can get furred up like ours. Interesting. Jason Brassett, sup, Hench? What's up, my friend? How are you doing? Where in the world are you? And how's it going? And thanks for joining. Michael Jackson is saying that cats and dogs shouldn't be vegan. Thank you for your opinion. Emmanuel is in Stockholm, Sweden. Wow. Very good. Dragon Fist. Is walking a dog with a leash wrong? I do it because I don't want him running into the road. It means struck by a vehicle. Some vegans say the leash is immoral. I don't agree with them. Yeah, I mean, each to their own. Like, I don't really have a strong opinion either way. And if I did, like, yeah, you're asking me if it's wrong. I mean, who am I? Like, that's just my subjective opinion. So, you know. Who am I? Like, you do you. After being vegan for a while, I just saw a dog on a lead, and it did strike me really weird. And I thought, wow, if you were doing that to a human, like, there'd be hell to pay. So it does strike me weird. But of course, yeah, you don't want them running into the road and dying. So, yeah. As I get more vegan, I become more uncomfortable with the whole thing about pets, and it is a bit of a grey area for me, and yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't really know what's best. I certainly think, like, going forwards, if I was to have another companion animal, instead of thinking like, what can this animal do for me, I'll be looking to see, like, what can I do for this animal, and if I can give them a better life than they'd otherwise have, you know, that would sit well with me. But, you know, many people get like an animal from a breeder, like, you know, like they're being bred on purpose, like brought into the world for our pleasure, so we can look good. And maybe the way they're bred means that they have like health issues. And I just think, like, do we tend to do it more for our pleasure than theirs? And do they really? I mean, it's a bit different, isn't it? Because a lot of animals have become domesticated, but like, do they really want to be imprisoned in our homes like all day while we're at work? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not natural, is it? It's yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, in all honesty, about the whole. I don't even like saying pets. I like saying companion animals now, and yeah, it is a bit weird. It's all a bit weird. It's all a bit sort of odd, isn't it? Like man is part of nature, so in a way it's natural, but in another way I feel like it's not natural, and like, animals tend to live with their own kind, and we're kind of forced them to live with us and be sort of subservient to us. Yeah, I don't know what I make about it all, and the longer I'm vegan, the more uncomfortable I am with the whole concept. Where the hell was I? Alex, I know plenty of vegan dogs and they thrive fitter than most humans. Ain't that the truth? Until recent years, the longest lived dog on record was a vegan dog, a border collie bitch named Brambles. Her owner, Anne Heritage, wrote a book, Brambles, the dog who wanted to live forever, detailing her whole foods, plant-based diet. And as I say, like the latest study on vegan complete cat food showed that it outperformed meat-based food in 5 different ways in terms of health outcome. I forget the guy's name now. It might be Andrew Knight. This guy, he's like the head of like animal welfare or something at the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons. And he says, if you look at the data, all studies either find complete vegan cat food and vegan cat or dog food like a wash. No benefit from one or the other, or like half the studies actually find benefit, and the largest ever study found benefit. So he says there is absolutely no reason not to feed your animal a vegan. It has to be complete food. You can't just feed them like kale and spinach. Complete pet food means that it's been formulated for carnivores, for omnivores. It has all the nutrients that they need. He says there's no reason not to, and in fact, if anything, it may confer benefits, a bit like vegan nutrition for humans. So I get why people don't really understand that. We say like obligate carnivore for cats and things, but it's not that foods are obligatory, it's that the nutrients contained in the foods are obligatory. And as I say, the science says no, you're probably, if anything, you're going to be better off. So, and that's not opinion, that's what the science is saying. Jason, all good, thanks. West London here. Nice. Struggling to eat clean lately. Vegan since 2017. I know what I should eat. It's just hard to keep on track. Yeah, you're struggling with that. What is that book? You're struggling with the pleasure trap. If you eat a bit of junky food, like your kale, like your lentil stew, like they're not going to taste good. You need to not eat any junky foods. That's the long and short of it. You need to be prepared. To fail to prepare is to prepare to fail. So you need all junk out of your home. You need all the good stuff in your home. You need to be batch cooking in advance. You need stuff in your fridge and freezer. You need to not get hungry between meals, and then you'll be absolutely fine. If you can stick to it for like 3 weeks, you'll reset your taste buds. You'll enjoy real food. Excuse me. And you'll live longer and happier and healthier. Like, you'll likely have a better physique. Not saying that it's impossible other ways, but it just makes it a lot harder. Yeah, and I hope you'll try and do it, because you know, you're doing a good thing in the world. You're not harming animals. You're not harming the environment so much. So you deserve to be healthy and happy and live a long time. And the other thing is, you know, the better we look, the more likely people will go vegan. If we're like out of shape and tired and dying of the same heart disease and Alzheimer's, the same as our omnivorous eating counterparts, like what's in it for them? Like sadly, human beings by and large are very selfish. And if they're not vegan now for the animals, like what incentive have they got? But if we can look amazing, if we can be really energized, if we can really be inspired by life, if we can be in great shape, you know, muscly, well, not that everyone needs to be muscly, but lean at least, you know, athletic. I'm not saying everyone has to do all the things and not everyone's in a position to, but the more we can make ourselves look like an attractive bunch, you know, I don't mean just in terms of looks, but, you know, as the more we look like a tribe of people that people would aspire to, you know, we're herd animals. We're going to attract others over much better. You know, if we're out of shape, if we're, you know, fat, sick and nearly dead, if we're like malnourished, you know, who's going to want to join that group? If we're angry all the time, if we're sad all the time, you know, it's not setting a good example for the animals. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel really rotten for all the suffering I caused. And I just hope that I can turn enough people vegan that by the time I die, there's less suffering in the world because I lived rather than because I'm now dead. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I can die happy then. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, I think body harnesses are a great idea. Yeah, so many fur babies need adopting. Yeah, adopt, don't shop. Agreed. Dave, I'm vegan, but I feel like a lead on a dog is okay. It's for their own safety, plus other people are allergic to or scared of dogs. Okay, yeah, I get that point. But then if we have to put a dog on a lead to have them, should we have them in the first place? I'm not saying we shouldn't. Don't bite my head off, anyone. I'm just floating that. I'm just putting that out there. Like, should we just leave animals to live? Not that dogs are going to go back to the wild, but should we leave animals like in their natural settings and not breed more and bring them into our homes and have to like sort of restrain them? I'm not I'm not saying anyone's a bad person for doing it, and you know, I may well get rescue dogs in the future and I may well have to do the same, but I'm just floating that out there. Like, if we need to do certain things for their safety, but then we're kind of controlling them sort of in a way, like what right have we got? I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong to you. These are just questions that I ask myself more and more as time goes on. Yeah, and especially when we leave animals like locked at home. I feel like, you know, because our cat don't go out. She don't want to, and it's not safe. But I wouldn't want to let her. But then I think, well, I'm sort of her jailer, really. I'm her jailer. Like, when it's sunny, she can go in the back garden for a while, but that's only for a short time of the year. Other than that, and I mean, how big is our little flat and garden? It's not very big, you know, and she's a cat. Like, they normally have a bit of range. And I just feel like I'm her jailer, and like, I don't know, it don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me. You know, but we got her before we were vegan. She needed a home. So, I don't know. Shaggy, what's your favourite movies with some vegan messages? Mine is Chicken Run. Yeah, that's very good, isn't it? I'm a Star Wars fan, and Mooncat will be mad at me for saying this, but what was the one where they were on that planet and it was like there was all gambling and stuff, and they were doing like horse racing or whatever, but with aliens? And was it The Last Jedi? The Last Skywalker?
Yeah.
Last Jedi. Yeah, and so Luke is milking that weird sea cow-like creature. And, yeah, they let all the horses out. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, and Chewie's eating one of those porgs. And then, like, as he's eating him, like, live porgs are looking at him and, like, whimpering. And he's sort of making the connection. I swear there were some vegans on the writing staff for that movie. Zendog. Hey, Hench. Saw you and Gemma at the vegan camp out. Didn't want to interrupt you. Waiting for the toilets. Any advice on saying hello to influencers at the event? Just do it. Like, we love it. Well, I can't speak for other people, but I love it. I feel like I just get to meet a load of friends that I just, you know, they're already friends, but I've just not met them yet. And I love it. I get quite sad when people say, oh, I daren't come over, but I wanted to say hello, but I daren't. And I think, well, who am I? Like, I'm no one. Like, I used to suffer terribly with social anxiety before all this. And I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal person like you. I just happen to put a camera on. And I love it. It makes my day. It's my favourite thing is to meet our lovely supporters. So just do it. Just do it. I don't even mind if I'm waiting for the loot. The one time it was a bit awkward was when I was naked and I just got out of the shower and someone wanted to shake my hand. And yeah, that seemed a little bit weird. But even that was all right, really. Amen, Lolly. Amen. Oh, was there a bit of a rift in repair going on in the chat? I'd like to see that. Andre, dark chocolate supposedly has some health benefits. What say you? Yeah, I mean, there's some antioxidants in there and some magnesium. But you can get antioxidants and magnesium from foods that don't have cocoa butter or sugar, which raises your risk for heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, like two of the top killers of human beings. Yeah. Same with like wine, like resveratrol. Well, so eat some bloody grapes, do you know what I mean? And don't have the alcohol, which raises your risk for like stomach cancers and things. That's my perspective. Kelly Horrocks in the Hay House. Emmanuel, do you have any really technical nutrition facts for us? I don't know. You've probably heard it all before, to be honest. You've probably heard it all before. Give me a topic that you're interested in, and I'll see if I can think of anything. It's hard to think of stuff that I haven't said like time and time again. There is some. I was thinking about my old speech I used to do, and there's a bit of information that's kind of fallen out of my brain a little bit. And it's to do. What is it to do with? It's to do with the myelination of our neurons, like neural pathways in our brain. I think it's to do with a toxic breakdown product called cresol, which is from animal proteins. And I think it damages our DNA so that they can't, when our cells divide, it doesn't transcribe the gene that informs the cell to myelinate the neural pathways. And so it can lead to dementia. I think that's right. Don't quote me, because I'd kind of forgotten it. I think that's the whole thing. Yeah, cresol leads to dementia. It's from the breakdown of toxic animal protein residues in the colon. And yeah, it means we can't myelinate. We can't. So you know, like your neural pathways, B12 is used to lay down the myelin sheath, which is like think of it as insulation around like an electrical cable. But yeah, it messes with our ability to build that, and then we get like cross wires. Basically, I think is how it works. And yeah, dementia. So, and that's just one mechanism. There's so many ways in which animal products and processed junk cause different types of dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. And so many ways where whole plant foods are protective. It's quite amazing. Yeeted the troll. Oh, I didn't even get to see their crappy comments, bless him. I'm sorry that they are suffering in life. Sebastian, did Paul just say I wasn't attractive? No way, you're gorgeous. Yeah, I agree with you, Lolly. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny one. Sebastian's saying scientists are trying to bring back woolly mammoths within the next 7 years. Wow. We don't even treat the ones we've got kindly. Like, why do we need to bring more back to abuse? Jason, thanks for motivation. I'm already a member of the Facebook group. Excellent. So I may, yeah, please do post your progress. Please do. The aerial perspective. Hench, what up? How you doing, my friend? You're amazing. Destroyed that sniper girl. By the way, did you hear of the mucusless diet healing system? No, tell me about that. I would think that's probably Whole Foods vegan. Leon Kuchler in the house. Shaggy Rogers. Chewy went vegan. I think Yoda is vegan. I hope so. I think he had snakes in his stew on Dagobah. I don't know. You know, I really don't know. Jack is in the hizzy. Jack the Gamer, good to see you. Andre, movie with a vegan message. Ferdinand the Bull. I've not seen that. Is that like a kiddies film? Jack the Gamer, haven't got your lives in a while. How are you? Very good, thanks. Yeah, thriving. Yeah, enjoying life at the minute. Thomas Lem with the third time in this stream. Thoughts on vegan gains being suspended? I don't believe he's been suspended. My understanding that he's had 2 strikes on his channel. If you get a 3rd strike, you're out. So my understanding is that he's put his videos all to private until one of those strikes is spent, which will be in the next probably couple of days or so, and his channel will be back at that point. At least that's my understanding. Shaggy, Hench, have you tried making ice cream out of vegan protein powder? No. How does that work? How does that work? Off the goop is in the hizzy. Yeah, that is gross. Saba in the hizzy, good to see you. Down with Star Wars. How dare you, Michael Jackson? How dare you? How did you get so big eating food of this kind? Yeah, classic quote there. Right, 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes, get your comments or questions in. I'm just going to get my video ready to post in the chat. I'm hoping that you guys might check it out after the stream. I'm hoping it'll do a bit better in the old algorithms. Come on. Manage videos. Beep. There we go. Copy. Boom. Off the goop. I love you, Hench. Well, I love you too, my friend. Thanks for joining. Tell us about you. Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene? And how's your vegan lifestyle treating you? I hope you're well. Saba, try mixing tahini with date syrup. Delicious with flat bread. Only 2 ingredients. That does sound really good. It does sound very good. The aerial perspective. Yes, the mucusless diet healing system is a whole food diet, supposedly healing any disease. I would find that a bit hard to believe. The author Arnold Heret claims any disease root caused in mucus-producing foods. What about AIDS, for instance? Like, it's a transmissible disease. That's got nothing to do with mucus-producing food. All disease root in... No, that's nonsense. What I would say about that is, like, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and it's not enough for Arnold to say that. That's outrageous. That's really outrageous. But yeah, I'm sure we'd all be a lot healthier if we weren't eating mucus-forming foods, and if we didn't have constipation. Like, that's going to be huge. It's going to make a huge difference, no doubt. I don't think it's going to cure everything in the world, though. Samia, studying nutrition here, and my current subject is food component. 80% of the subjects about dairy, and even dairy come to class right there. Science adultery. And in Canada, it's no longer considered a food group, is it? How many animals eat dairy, like, after infancy? Like, they don't. It's not. It's baby growth formula. Stupid. Andre, tell us about your son. I missed the story. Previous marriage. What's he like? Do you hang out often? Well, basically, he's not actually my son. I was in his life when he was like 5 through 8. Like, I was dating his mum, and yeah, we do have a sort of a father-son relationship. It's just really beautiful. Like, yeah, we don't get to hang out often. He works super hard. He hardly has any spare time, but he's a really amazing young man. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. Yeah, I think he's turned out awesome. Like, really cool. There's a lot of years where we didn't sort of see each other, and it's like recent months we've like reconnected, and he went through some horrible things, and I was glad to be able to be there for them, and he's really turned into an amazing young man, and it's really good to see. Yeah, I love The Mandalorian the best as well. Troops Toenail. Where do you live in the UK? I am in Norwich in the southeast. Whereabouts are you, my friend? Jack the Gamer, Hench, I'd like to move and work abroad, but at the same time I feel badly for my parents. Thoughts? You can't live your life for other people, and you need to follow your joy, and if you don't, you'll be resentful, and you need to do it. That's my thoughts in a nutshell. That was easy, wasn't it? You know, nothing's forever, is it? You can visit them, they can visit you, and yeah, you need to live your joy. As far as we know, we may only get one life. We might get more, but I can't prove that. So I'm going to make the most of this one. Taro Mama, will going vegan cure my chronic health condition, fibromyalgia, and also high cholesterol? Going vegan, you know, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about diet, but going vegan means that you're going to consider animals and you're not going to harm them unnecessarily. And that both means like what you eat, but also like entertainment, clothing, etc. I think the better question is, well, the answer really is if you're just eating a vegan diet. I mean, I don't know if you can cure fibromyalgia. I think my understanding is with a healthy enough whole foods vegan diet, you can at least very much mitigate the symptoms. High cholesterol, yeah, you'll smash that. With a whole foods vegan diet, if you eat a junk foods vegan diet, you could very well make both conditions worse. So, yeah, that's probably not quite the right question to ask. And I would say, yeah, whole foods vegan or whole foods plant-based diet, legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. You know, if you're eating coconut oil, your cholesterol could actually go even higher, believe it or not. It's worse than beef fat for elevating your serum LDL. So, yeah, I don't think it can cure fibromyalgia. I think there was a video on nutritionfacts.org. Let me have a look. Nutritionfacts.org. Oh, and then I want to type fibromyalgia. One, two, three, four. Yeah, if you go to nutritionfacts.org, there are 4 videos about diet and fibromyalgia. So yeah, go onto YouTube, nutritionfacts.org, search fibromyalgia, and yeah, you'll see all the science on that. So I hope that helps. But yeah, cholesterol is basically eating too much fat, trans fats, and cholesterol. So you basically want to eat whole foods vegan, avoid animal products, avoid coconut oil, palm kernel oil, and cocoa butter. To speed things, you could add in hibiscus tea up to a quart per day. You can eat garlic, oats, particularly. These are things to emphasize: oats, amla powder, mushrooms. These things will seriously lower the cholesterol really fast. But yeah, just in general, whole foods vegan diet. I would go higher carb, lower fat, no more than about maybe 15% of your calories from fat, and stick to nuts, seeds, whole nut and seed butters, and avocados for your fats. And you should see your cholesterol just plummet in no time. It shouldn't take long at all. All right, guys, it's nearly that time. So I'm going to put my new video in the chat. Please, guys, after the stream, please can you watch this video? It's my ultimate beginner's guide to vegan nutrition. If you don't want to watch it free, please can you play it in another tab, because YouTube will think you are watching it and it'll tell the algorithm that the video's good and it'll serve it out to more people. And if you just want to share it with any friends who are thinking about going vegan, or who are vegan and don't eat the best, don't know what supplements to take, want to build muscle, want to lose fat, or just share it on your social media in general, I'll be super appreciative, because I would love that video to get a bit of love. The last time I did that sort of video, I think it got around getting on for 30k views or something like that. It's basically a remake. It's like 4 years on, and I've made it a lot better this time. So says it's so that'll go live in 1 minute basically. It's because it's not quite live yet. Thanks to moderators for keeping us troll free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on my toast, the wolves from the door, and the cameras rolling. Please watch my new video. Please download my free vegan nutrition e-guide, which is a written version of the video you're now going to watch if you prefer it in written form. Our books are 30% off at the minute, our cookbooks, and our online nutrition course, which is real in-depth videos, PDFs, the cookbooks. We've done it at super cheap introductory launch price. So please check that out as well. Is my video working? Let's just see if my video is working.
Good stream, everyone. Good stream.
Yeah, that was a good stream.
Lovely.
Why isn't it gone live? Why has that not gone live? Let me just look on manage videos.
Come to nick something. Yoink.
Yoink. It says public. Can you guys see it or no? It says it's gone public on the... Oh, it's not on my playlist. Freshest or bangers and boom. Right, I'd forgotten to do the playlist. I have to like upload it and then like go back in before I can mess with the playlist. YouTube is so broken all the time. There's always something bloody wrong with it. Your channel. Come on. No, it's not even showing me what's going on at all. Anyway, I should leave the stream because if not, YouTube won't preferentially do that. So, yeah, it's been an ob. I'm going to do one. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're back on Friday night, 7 p.m. So set a reminder for that. I may come on one time in between then as well to come and see you. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day. See you soon. Cheers, guys. Video works.